Alright, so, one of the reasons we chose dal dokri as the first round dish is that it's very simple. It's something that we've all tasted multiple times in our lives. And yet, we wanted to experience something that the food critic in the movie Ratatouille experienced, which was take a very simple, very rustic dish and be transformed into some place that feels very comfortable and feels very innovative and feels very special. And I speak on behalf of all four of us and I say that all 8 of you did that for us today. So thank you very much. It was a wonderful. So what we thought was, given that you spent so much time and effort and your significant others and your families had to endure they had to endure 3 weeks worth of dal dokri and multiple variations, all the way from pre-alpha to the production release, that we should at least do you some justice and give you some very specific feedback on what we thought about each one of the dishes. So we'll start with 4 contestants first, and we would like to please call Kalpa, Amita, Asmukh Bhai,
Not Amita.
See, Asmukh Bhai is the only one older than me. And Namrata.
She's not here.
Missing in action.
So, if you can be there, you can be here, whichever, and we'd love to give you some feedback. So, you want to start?
What number? Sorry. We start with Kalpa?
Yeah, we'll start with Kalpa. Close the door.
Try to guys come with them. Close, open, close.
You can just go and
Yeah, we'll just.
Line like
Which order are you standing in? Okay, we'll start with Kalpa on the right. Starting from the right.
Kalpa, you are the right. Make Jaideep stand there. Lock the door. Let him get back. You're out. Okay, why don't we start with Kalpa?
You've eaten the dal dokri now. Let's hear the comments.
We're starting with Kalpa. We start with the presentation. The presentation was very good. We really enjoyed the original way of presenting. We thought the flavors were really good. They melded really well. The crunch of the onion was a very nice touch. The lime and not the lemon made a nice difference. On the improvement side, it was very good in presentation, but very hard to eat. So perhaps a bowl that was slightly different would have been great, and we couldn't really quite get the lime in the shot glass, so that was something that we struggled with. Job well done.
Okay, then Amita, number 4.
Okay, this particular variation had the judges talking for hours, if you will, and that's why we were all in here.
In a good way.
The presentation was really good. The onions nicely done on the side. The papad was fantastic. The actual dish was incredibly innovative. It had paneer and it had, I don't remember all the ingredients now, but it had peas and so it had a lot of innovative ingredients that you don't think about when you think of dal dokri. At least I don't think about when I think of dal dokri. The thing that the feedback was, the thing that killed it for most of us from a palate point of view was the first bite was the banana, and it was too sweet. And the minute we ate the banana, it was just kind of like, okay, where do we go with this? So that was something,
So you took a risk, right? And all innovators take risks. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But it worked out overall. But this was one place where maybe Sanjay should have given you better feedback.
with the various layers of the ingredients all around. The dish there was a lot of originality. There were a lot of components that we did not talk about, like the basin, I don't know what you call it, gatta, right? The great components, the big pieces of onions, and the spring onions, which is a slightly different flavor. The thing that we struggled with, and this might have been just an unfortunate timing issue, one of which was it was cold. The coldest of all the dishes we ate. So that made it very lumpy for us by the time we got to it, and the dal was too thick for us to enjoy. And this might be general feedback probably for all the contestants, it would be great to get some instructions for us for next time. We did, some of it was already pre-prepared, so it was easy, but some we were not sure what was in it, and we were not sure what to do with some of the things. There was good. Big chunks of good. Do we put it in? Do we, so an instruction set with instructions would have helped. So that's something.
And also, given that a lot of you tried different flavors and different ingredients, telling us what was in it would work. So we are not all Gordon Ramsays. We cannot tell every little ingredient that's embedded in the dishes. So helping us would be a good thing also. So that's great. Now can we have the other 4 contestants?
Great job.
Great job. Contestant number 8.
Okay, contestant number 8. This was the best dhokli we had. The dhokli was really thin. We liked the originality of having both the stuffed dhokli and the regular dhokli in it. We liked that the stuffed dhokli wasn't clumpy or thick. It was beautifully done dhokli. The presentation we struggled with a lot. And we really weren't sure what you wanted us to do with the papad and the chas, in what order, or if there was an order you wanted us to have it. The thing that really, that we thought this dish could be improved with, one was it was a little too watery. So if it had been a little thicker, it would have brought the whole thing together well, and it was too oily for us. We could just see the oil, and if it had been ghee, maybe we would have been happy. I would have been happy.
It was great. You put ghee on top.
Oh,
So I think you put a little too much, and so it was layered on top.
Yeah, that's what
and
killed it.
it didn't mix very well for us. We all appreciate the mint chas, as I'm sure everyone else did outside. And the touch of giving us sweets and sweetening our palate and perhaps softening our scores was also
Good idea.
Good idea. All right, so we have Swati next. That's number 1, contestant number 1.
Okay, contestant number 1. Well, the thing that was great about this presentation, it was already divided up in 4 nice bowls. It was already ready to go, ready to eat, which made it so much simpler for us not to have to figure out what we're going to do with it. It was beautifully presented. The dar dhokli was by far the most authentic in flavor that we had, which actually we appreciated, because sometimes it's hardest to make the most authentic than it is to make something completely out of left field. Oh, and there was one more thing on that. Did we talk about the serving bowl itself? Because you had the bowl with the that not kakra, the theplu, the wagarelu theplu. That was a great crunch and a nice contrast to go.
Yeah, shakkar parata.
Yeah, shakkar parata, but was not shakkar parata.
What is shakkar parata? What is
Basically, dhokli itself,
right, dhokli.
So it was very good.
It would have, yes. It was fantastic. We didn't know what it was. We had different opinions. It goes well.
We liked it.
Next, Disha, right? Number 2? Contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, we struggled with quite a bit, because I think the presentation was very simple. I think we were struggling with bowls. We're not sure if we had. Maybe there were some here, but we took them around. I don't know. And the flavors were good, but we felt, well, we didn't know what to do with the rice, frankly. That sort of came out of left field. And we didn't quite get the originality in the dish, as far as the dish goes.
And the peas, you could feel that they were frozen. The way the cooking, it didn't cook through correctly. And so it became apparent as we were going through the dish that maybe perhaps it was hastily put together. So now contestant number 3, Mona.
Okay, contestant number 3, we loved your presentation. Loved it. Loved the fact that you use the actual base ingredients of the dal dokri as part of the presentation. So it's sort of the raw form and the final form. We loved all the condiments, and we assumed we just slapped those on, so we did. The combo was the one. I mean, it was an original combo that we thought worked really, really well. So I think this one was one where we all really enjoyed it, and we came back for seconds.
And the Spanish basil dokris really worked very well. They were light because sometimes with besan it becomes very heavy, and when you put stuffing like paneer etc. in it, it becomes even heavier. And then with dal it just doesn't sit well. Whereas the Spanish basil part of the dokri was a nice touch, and the fact that you put dal and the basil as garnish on the plate, showed a lot of level of thought and thoroughness, if you will, and attention to detail that we all appreciated as judges.
I think all the ingredients worked with each other also. I mean, nothing overpowered any others. So
Yeah.
it was a good.
The flavors came out really nicely. So we'd love to have
So number 7.
number 7 is not here. Number does not. We've gone through that. So maybe Swati and Mona, you step forward. So congratulations. You were and actually, we were equally split on who was number 1, who was number 2. So you guys should
Okay,
feel,
so hope we don't have to make it again.
We haven't announced it yet.
That's right.
At least I'm expectingly confident. That's what you think.
And Amit and Disha, we are sorry to say that you will not be, we won't be seeing you again in this next round, but it was a wonderful effort. We really appreciated all the work you put into it.
Okay, and just to say, the scores are very, very close. Pravesh came and tried to convince us 20,000 times to make sure we had it right. 0.01%
We were literally going in the second decimal place, and so it's well within the margin of error. It could have gone either way, and so that's why we are saying it very sincerely that it was a great effort from everybody, and definitely you two also. If we had, we could send all 8, we would definitely send all 8 back because we love eating all your dishes. You want to talk about the ingredients for the next?
Right, so we're going to announce the ingredients for. Yeah, you're happy to. Yeah, well, they might as well.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so the ingredients are 2 ingredients that you're supposed to use next week. And the 2 ingredients are tofu and, oh, by the way, you have to make a savory dish. So the condition is you must make a savory dish.
Not dessert, nothing
Right.
sweet, because that's the 3rd round.
Right, because tofu can go either way. The second ingredient with tofu is peanut butter.
Okay.
About the description of the.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So thank you, Resha, because I think essentially we're requesting all the contestants to please have some sort of description card of what it is that we're eating, what are the ingredients, if there's combinations, if there's anything you want us to do in any order or anything like that. It'll just help us to decipher, because you will add other ingredients, I'm sure, to the
Yeah.
tofu and peanut butter.
And given that we are just giving you ingredients, if there's a certain inspiration for your dish, you can write a short few bullets on that also. We'd love to understand why you chose to make what you did.
And you thought it was going to be easy.
Thank you all very much.